Hello everybody out here on YouTube. It is I here with Beautiful Beauty. Going to be doing a little talk today about sinus problems, sinus infections, getting a cold from sinus problems, all that good stuff. Okay, well, not good stuff, but you know what I'm talking about. And what better time to film this than I am sick. Okay, so I am very sick. Oh my, I have been sick for the last 3 or 4 days. Basically the last 4 days. Sinus infection, sinus problems. Oh my, not fun. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and kick off a series here of sinus problem remedies that I like to do at home. I try to keep things on the down low because years and years and years and years and years of going to the doctor and getting treated for sinus infections, and all they ultimately do is give you antibiotics. And years ago I was just living off antibiotics, and the antibiotics did not touch my sinus infections. Lots of times, most of the time, they do not help people with sinus infection problems. Also, I would like to add, and if you're familiar with my channel, you probably know this, I talk an awful lot about my sinus problems. I have awful sinuses. I have had sinus surgery done a few years ago. I had an absolute failed surgery, so it was an epic fail. And after having sinus surgery as a failure, I just decided not to have any more surgeries performed on my sinuses, on my membranes, on my cavities, and all that good stuff. So anyhow, I like to do homeopathic remedies, holistic remedies, things at home, things that not really so much cure a sinus infection, but they help with a sinus infection. When I get one, they alleviate the symptoms. They will shorten the time span or the time frame of the actual infection. Woo! Okay, so let's go ahead and get started here. I feel like poo. Okay, just let you guys know this. I have a sinus headache. My sinuses are stuffed up. I could not... I tell you what, I cannot do much. I have low energy, lack of energy. I've been off work for 2 days. And for somebody like me that works 3 professional level jobs, that works a lot and is a busy, busy, busy girl, not cool, not fun. So I like to try these remedies at home. I bought these at thevitaminshop.com. And bought these a few months ago, just kind of anticipation, because sinus problems really hit me hard. Not only do sinus problems plague me year round, quite honestly, but they hit me very, very roughly during the fall and winter months. That's very typical. A lot of you guys know this. It's, if you have indoor heating, furnaces, indoor heating in your car, any of that. Indoor heating really dries your sinuses out during the fall and winter months, and of course makes sinus infections worse and all that, where your sinuses will not drain and they clog up and you get a backlodge of snot and all that fun good stuff, and it backs up in your head. And if you're like me, you feel like your head is going to flipping explode from sinus headache and sinus pressure. Oh my, not fun. So you guys know that sinus problems hit very hard during the fall and winter months. Dry winter air outside, outdoors, the whole bit. Cold, flu season, all that, it just ties in. Not fun. Okay, so I bought these at the Vitamin Shop. I promise I'm going to get to the point here, but I love these. I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys this, and I will put that in the description as well. I do love these. I recommend them. Let me show you what these look like. These are beads. This is what they look like. Okay. Try to dump them out in my hand a little bit so you guys can see what they look like. This is what they look like. A pretty cool concept here, you guys. Okay, let's see if I can dump them back in there. Okay, these are getting to the point, I promise. But when you're sick, you want to go ahead and you want to let it all out, talk about it. Okay, so this is the, it's like aromatherapy, okay? Aromatherapy, sinus help, inhalation beads. Okay, and this little plastic jar container has 2.5 ounces of the beads. It has natural ingredients. It's a natural remedy. It's holistic. It's like a homeopathic remedy. I love doing things here at home that I could do to help alleviate and to basically just relieve the symptoms, if you will. Now, by no means, this is not a cure. This is not a prevention. This is not even a quick fix, but it is an alleviator, if you will. So here's the side of the jar. It says, take the vapor. It says, take the vapors. Sinus help works naturally to relieve stuffiness. Okay, you can read all that. It has eucalyptus in the beads, peppermint, lemongrass. Okay, it says, fill the enclosed pouch up with the beads, hold to the nose, sniff and inhale deeply 3 to 4 times, repeat as needed. Reusable pouch lasts 2 weeks. Okay, now this did come with a reusable pouch. I lost the reusable pouch somewhere. Now, I think I lost it in my drawer in one of my cabinets or in my dresser or something like that. So it is tucked away in a safe haven, but it is, so to speak, lost from me from the time being. So what I did is I have these pouches. I love these mesh type pouches, and I just buy these all the time at the dollar store, and I find various uses for these mesh like pouches. I use them lots of times to store jewelry. I store earrings, rings, jewelry, necklaces, little safe haven for items, you know what I mean, small trinkets. But anyways, I thought these would work great as well for the inhalation beads, which they actually do because this is mesh. You can, you know, there's a bazillion small holes in the bag, and you can inhale this smell, get the smell of it, get the scent of it, the aroma, the odor, all that good stuff. So basically hold these to my nose. I don't want to do that too deeply because, oh my, if I do, you're going to hear my clogged up, nasty nose. But anyhow, put this pouch up to my nose. I put it up to my mouth as well. And just inhale a few times, exhale a few times. It is a temporary fix, so to speak. It does give me temporary relief. It helps me breathe for a few minutes. And basically, I just repeat the process. And what I've been doing for the last 2 days especially, I've been basically sleeping with this pouch next to my pillow at night. Okay, and I have not been getting any sleep, you guys. I mean, it has been misery. Oh my, misery. I just, every stinking sinus infection I get year after year after year, all through childhood, all through growing up, being a teenager, going all through college, through my master's degree, through half of my doctoral degree, through cosmetology school, through electrology school, through all that. Oh yeah, through all my law classes, law school, you name it. I am tired of getting sinus infections, but hey, you know, that's life. I have to deal with it. But anyhow, back to long story short, been sleeping with this next to my pillow at night because, you know, when you're congested, you're clogged up, you cannot sleep no matter how hard you try. So I keep this located next to my pillow, take a few breaths off of this, and it does help. You know, like last night, I slept very little, but honestly, this did help me, you know, get a little bit of relief. And I do feel that what few hours I did sleep last night, I do contribute it to the sinus beads. So yeah, I think this is great. I think I paid about $9 or $10 for it from thevitaminshop.com. I will put in the down bar below exactly how much I paid for it. Obviously, about $9 or $10 roughly. And yeah, I think this jar was well worth it, and I will definitely be repurchasing these. I'm not sure if how long they actually last, or when and if they lose their potency, or they lose, you know, all their power or their smell and all that good stuff. So yeah, I like to keep it in this mesh pouch. Now, I'm going to go ahead and throw a big disclaimer out here. I would like to say, if you have children, definitely keep out of reach of children. Keep out of reach of babies, infants, kids, children, grandkids, stepchildren, foster children, kiddos, babies, infants of all kinds. Just keep out of reach of all children. Please do, because these, quite honestly, if you look at them, these could be probably pretty confusing looking, because look, guys, let me show you. They honestly look like candy. They really do. They look like little, you know, like lemon gummy drops or something. They look like candy. So these can very easily be mistaken by a kiddo. You know, they could be easily taken for candy or something. So these are obviously not edible. They're not ingestible or anything like that. So be very careful around your little ones, please, 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 because this, you know, might be a potential accident that could happen. So be careful of that. Also, if you have pets, I would like to throw this out here as well. Everybody knows that I volunteer all my free time, what little free time I do have. I volunteer at dog and cat animal shelters, and I rescue and foster and donate my time and money and efforts and all that good stuff. So, pets, A dog might eat these. A cat must definitely probably eat these. A bunny rabbit would probably even eat them. A bird, a parakeet, whatever, you know, a cockatiel, whatever. Birds, dogs, cats, animals, be very careful. Keep these away from pets because they look yummy and they could be mistaken for dog food, cat food, dog candy, cat candy, pet, you know, pet pellets, whatever. So be careful of that. So keep a very guarded eye on your jar. And what I like to do, because I do have my beautiful beauty assistant, my big red Doberman, and I have a beautiful American curl cat as well. So I like to keep a tight lid on my jar, and I keep what's left in my container tucked away. Keep this up high, out of reach, in the cabinet, in the dresser drawer, somewhere where the kiddos and the pets cannot get to them. And I keep a close eye on my pouch. You know, like I said, I slept with my pouch the last 2 nights. Basically, I did keep this real close beside my pillow, if not under my pillow at times. And last night, I actually kept my bedroom door closed and did not keep or did not have the pets in my bed with me or in the room with me. So keep out of reach, children. Keep out of reach of pets of all kinds. And be careful. Do not, you know, suck them up your nose because that might happen as well. Keep them in a little pouch when you breathe in on them. Definitely a secure pouch. I've actually tied this pouch over a few times so I don't get goofy or anything like that in the middle of the night, you know, and suck them up my nose or something crazy. So yeah, I would not want to go to the ER with a bead up my nose, if you know what I mean. But anyhow, I love these. I recommend these if you have sinus problems like I do. If you're a product of a failed sinus surgery like I am, yeah. Okay, so be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Be sure to give me a big, huge like. I wish I could give you guys a big hug right now. I especially could use it right now. I am sick beyond belief. So anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and end up, end this video. Seriously, eventually I will, I promise. Gonna end this video, but what I'm saying is I would like to state that I'm gonna be kicking off a few video series here of sinus infection problems and, you know, how to battle sinus infections basically, because like I said, I have really learned a lot of home remedies over the last few years, how to combat, how to remedy, and how to shorten the length of time you end up with your sinus infection. So, and what better time to do it than now when my voice is all funkety funk and I have a sinus infection. So, okay, so be looking for that. If you're looking for homeopathic, holistic, home type of remedies for sinus infection problems, look no further, guys. I am the queen of sinus infections. And I say that... I say that not because I'm proud, because I am truthful and I am honest. Okay, so be sure to give me a big thumbs up. Be sure to like, subscribe, share my videos. Love you guys. Let me know about your sinus problems, what your remedies, what you like to do, any tips, tricks, all that. Let's share, you guys. Much love. Bye now.